monster? What do you wish for? Some Halloween decors, you say? I think I can manage to make some for you. Getting some, Tracy. I thought we could fashion a couple Halloween decor ideas that are actually based on movies. So if you get the hint of which movie I'm talking about by the DIY, please leave that comment below. And if you're ready to start guessing, please keep on watching. To begin creating the monster, we're going to be needing some air dry modeling clay that we're going to need till we get a rounded ball. And using a ruler, we're going to roll it so that we can get those lines that pumpkins have. Because our little monster is going to be a possessed Cyclops pumpkin. I actually saw this on a TV show that it's cooking related and Halloween related. What could be better? With a craft knife, we're going to be careful making the hole that's going to be the monster's mouth, drawing very carefully the monster's eye. To make the monster's teeth, we're going to be rolling some clay and cutting it and then rolling it a little so it gets kind of like a triangle teeth shape. And to blend it into the mouth, we're going to be using the help of a toothpick. You could also add a tongue if you like, but I just wanted the pointy teeth. I think I made about 6-7 teeth, but you can make as many or as less as you like. After smoothing it with the brush and the water, it can take about a day to dry. And I wanted to paint first the teeth and make them look like he might have bit something and have blood in it. I want to start from the little details and move to the bigger ones. So I'm starting with the mouth and the eye, which is going to be black. Also, we need the inside of the mouth to be black and dark. Otherwise, it wouldn't look as bloody with the teeth red. I made some orange paint and now it's time to paint that pumpkin. I don't think many of you would guess what TV show I got this hunted kind of Cyclops pumpkin idea from, but if you do, please comment that on the comments and I will give you a shout out on one of my videos. And now that the pumpkin is dry, I want to do another layer just to make sure that I got all the details of the pumpkin painted. I wanted to make the pumpkin look a little bloodier, so I decided to make some food coloring and splatter the pumpkin. Though I dissolved it a little bit on water first, so it didn't exactly look bloody, but it did give the orange a better color. And now here's our monster. Wonder whose blood that is. also know that it's a Now that the tree is dry, we're gonna use the hot glue to paste the bats. And I actually made them from construction paper, but I do know that it looks better on a paper that is stronger. So if you can pick out a black paper that is stronger, that'd be cool. And now I'm covering up the base with some sand that I have brought from the beach, and you're done. You can also add some pumpkins. Those ones were made from modeling clay, but you could follow the monsters technique and do them on air dry clay. We're done. Now let's get to work. And for this DIY, what are you going to be needing to start? It's some glue, a balloon, and that paper that people use to print out newspapers. In here we call it like newspaper paper or something like that. On English, on States, on other parts of the world, I'm not sure how it's called. But you're gonna have strips of that, dip it into water and glue, and paste it on the balloon. I actually did about 2 layers because I didn't want it to be too heavy. And I let it dry for like a day, and then I started drawing. I wanted to show more of the details, so I tried to pass that away the marker, but the paint didn't take it so well, so I decided to just start with the details on black. A little tip: if you run out of red paint, you can always mix some blue and some red food coloring. It may look orange or pink, but once it dries, it looks red and it looks really cool and creepy. Drip some red food coloring, and there you have it. Yet your creepy clown. Recognize him yet? First thing we're gonna need to grab is some newspapers, and firstly we're gonna wrap them up, and it is actually pure simple. All you need is masking tape, rolling a paper, and also making papers into balls, which I think we all did in school. To keep them in place, we're going to be using a lot of that masking tape. And don't worry if it isn't so perfect, because we're making bones, and bones aren't exactly perfect either. Or so I've seen. Now we're going to cover it in some glue and some toilet paper or towels or napkins. And that is going to give the paper more of a hard structure and some texture. After it dried, we're going to use some coffee and water to help cover it. And to make it a little bloody, we're going to be using some red paint. In my case, I didn't have, so I made some with glue and some red food coloring. And you don't have to paint it so perfect. You can also drip a couple of drops. And you. Now we're going to be making a very special book. So grab a notebook that you're not going to need. And to begin, we're going to be needing to make templates of the figures that we're going to be making with air dry modeling clay. So you can first draw them on paper, so you have kind of like a drawing of what you want to make. And now we're going to start with the borders of the book. And using our fingers, we're just going to give it the right shape and texture. Also, we're going to be making some really particular details of a very special spell book, which I'm pretty sure some of you are already recognizing. And using the crab knife, we're going to be careful that every detail is as perfect as we can, making the snakes. And we're actually going to be needing 3. 2 that are smallers, and a 3rd one that it's going to be much bigger. So I hope you have a pretty big new bag of air dry modeling clay because we're going to be needing some. Every detail needs some special taking care of, and for this particular one, maybe a little creepy to draw, but I thought I'd give it a little twist and add in some fingers with their fingernails and the wrinkles that we have on our hands. But in my case, this book is going to be made of kind of like witches or monster skin and their face. We're going to need to give this book some texture, so we're going to be covering it all up with some towels that are going to be ripped off and pasting them like layers. And it might take about a day or 2 to dry, so do it with time. The original book was actually brown and this one's green, but you know, it isn't always about the exact details. It's more about paying homage to something that you find really cool. Now this particular detail is called on silver, but I'm sure if you did gold or other colors it'd look really cool too. Now this is the eye that's going to keep an eye on the book, and I recommend you paint it on the same color that you picked the book, whether it be brown or in my case that it was green. And the fingers as well, so it all matches, and you know, it looks like it came from the same being. We still have a couple of details to add, but I think it's much easier once the whole thing is put together. So you can glue the pieces on the book and then start making all of the special details that the book has. Little tip, be really careful pasting the fingers, mostly so you don't get burned with the hot glue gun. Which, by the way, you can totally paint the nails black. It gives it kind of like a witchy tuck. And the eye, I just had to make it red, even though the original one was green, but I thought green eye, green monster, it wouldn't pop too much. And remember to make the little sewing textures on the book. I saw someone do it with some puff paint and it came out really cool, but I had one just pink. But it's a really cool home edge book, right? Oh, book! Please remember to give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, Master.